MLB The Show's coverage of Wednesday Night Baseball finds us at Target Field in Minneapolis. Tonight, Game 2 of this three-game interleague series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Minnesota Twins. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Kyle Gibson, the right-hander out of Indiana, will be doing the pitching in this one. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, Matty, he's looking to knock down that ERA. You see there, he's into the fours, looking to have a little better start than what he's been accustomed to.
Number 37.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Played on the backhand. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Steve, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, we all know this team can score runs in bunches, and they've done it all season long. They lead the league in runs scored, and, hey, we all know that is the name of the game. So they're giving their staff what they need to get wins. Just keep it up. Score.
Jimmy Rocha is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. And EK, we take a look at the Twins as they begin play here tonight. They've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
And they're in need of a good pitching performance here just to shake them out of this slump they're in. They've won just once in 5 games on this current homestand, so they're definitely going in the wrong direction.
Throw on to first, 2 gone. With a moment now, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard hit balls. So, and gone right down the line the other way. Wow.
It's a solo shot for Hanley Ramirez. Number 10 for him on the year. And the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
Well, this is a fastball on the outside third of the plate. Look at him just reach those arms out and really drive this thing the other way. It didn't stay fair by much, but if you can steer him near the poles, you don't have to hit him 400 feet.
Evan Gattis will step forward now. Currently 3rd in the National League batting race to begin playing.
And he's also right up there amongst the leaders in home runs and RBIs. Just a ridiculous season he's having. Maybe an outside shot at the Triple Crown.
Gibson gets the sign. Here it is on 0-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And Mauer will look up and put it away, and that ends the inning. But the Phillies strike first on this solo home run. Home half of the first coming up at Target Field, and Philadelphia is off to an early 1-0 lead. Vince Velasquez is ready to go as he's on the mound for the Phils. What's your take on him, EK?
He's not a rookie in this league anymore, but he's still very young and learning his craft here in the big leagues. He is having a very nice year so far, though, so we'll see if that continues in this matchup.
Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
Lifted the other way to left center. Able to make the play is Gattis, and that's the first out.
Batting second.
Eduardo Escobar will dig in now as we show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2.
And we'll see him work both sides of the plate with the curveball going forward. Well, maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around.
Pereira is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Batting third.
Miguel Sano gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Full count, 3-2.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out. Now he's running from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last one wasn't even close.
Around first, heading for second now.
Batting fourth.
Oswaldo Arcia will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. 2 out here and a runner at second. And another foul ball. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Heat Reyna will stand in as he'll get a break from playing the field and be the DH here in this one.
Yeah, it's a nice luxury to have here in an interleague ball game. You give him a little bit of a break from the field, but you still keep that big bat in the lineup.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Maikel Franco will stride in now as he'll enter play as the second leading hitter in the entire National League.
Well, it's still early in this season, but if he keeps this up, he's going to be looking to get paid in the offseason. His contract is up after this year.
Gibson comes set. Here's the first pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. And that's going to find its way into left. Back-to-back knocks have him going here to start the second.
Textbook start to the inning right there. Back-to-back hits have him in a good position to maybe stretch out this 1-run lead.
In now, Carlos Perez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Shot towards second. Well, this is hauled in by the second baseman, but they'll just get the 1 out here as the runner will get back safely at first.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean, hammered out there. But he's going to wind up with nothing to show for it.
Stepping in now, Freddie Galvis, as he goes after the first pitch and lines one out toward right center. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. And the tag's there. He's out at third base. It's a double play, and just like that. Leading off the inning, Brian Dozier, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. That's on the corner to put him behind now, 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Herrera's there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting sixth.
And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race. Joe Mauer will stand in now. Happy that this series is at home, no doubt, as you see his splits right there. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
In there for a called strike, 3-2 now. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
Throw to first is in time as Mauer becomes out number 2. Trevor Plouffe will stride forward now, looking to keep that hit streak alive. Currently at 6 games entering play. And they start him out away with a called strike. And he comes back with a pitch that misses here. 1-1 to the Minnesota third baseman. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Down go the Twins in order. They trail this one 1-0. Cesar Hernandez steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
Yeah, jumping on the first pitch of the inning there. Gave it a pretty good ride, but in the end, winds up being a pretty routine first out.
Odubel Herrera will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
Yeah, he did hit it hard, but I'll tell you, as a hitter, you want to get down to first base. Nice swing, the attaboys, that doesn't go a long way.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Bounce to first. Backhanded. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for Philadelphia. Right
now to the plate, Jimmy Rocha. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
And it's quickly 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Sano will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 3 up. Dale Swan will stand in, hoping for a reversal of fortune here as he's seen that average drop precipitously these past 10 ball games. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And this battery knows full well that this guy's been scuffling lately. So they're not messing around here. They're coming right after him.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away. This is line to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Danny Santana will try it again. He flied out to start the home first. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Shortstop, Eduardo.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. 2 out with the man at first. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
Oh, and he takes his eye off it there as it goes right past him into right. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Now batting, right fielder, Miguel.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Hanley Ramirez is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
First baseman, Hanley Ramirez.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. Drives it the other way to deep right. Sano ranging back. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Number 11,
Evan Gattis is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. And that's taken high and outside for ball one. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Escobar gloves it onto first, and that is two quick outs to start the fourth.
now batting, the designated hitter, Pete Reyna.
Pete Reyna will come in now with two away, and I've got to say it may be about time to start taking a pitch or two.
Yeah, I mean, he is just running right through these guys. They've been getting themselves out left and right. He's hardly even broken a sweat out there.
Right there for strike one.
Boy, we're more than halfway through this game, and he's thrown a first pitch strike to 70% of the batters he's faced, so he's pitching very, very well right now.
Hits it high and deep out to center field. Santana going back to the track, to the wall. And this one is gone. A home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center as the Phillies have taken a 2-0 lead.
And wouldn't you know, he gets through the numbers 3 and 4 guys okay to start the inning, but the number 5 guy, he was a different story. Takes him over the wall here for a long home run.
Now batting, third baseman,
Standing in now, Michael Franco. As he swings at the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to left field. Arcia is camped under this one, and that will retire the side. Phillies get one in the frame courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's now 2-0 Philly. Oswaldo Arcia is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth.
They'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Digging in to try it again. Brian Dozier. He flew out in his last at-bat. Fastball off the plate away for ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
2 times here they've gone away. Both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
A good job here.
Now batting.
Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots his ball right back up the middle.
So here's Joe Mauer. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. This is pulled into right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double. And he is in there.
And it's just the 4th inning here, but he's already given up more hits in this one than he did in his entire previous outing. Whatever he had going on last time out, it ain't happening here.
Trevor Plouffe is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2. Line toward right center. That's in there. Base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. And not in time as the second run scores.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Dale Swan. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike two. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. So 2 gone now for the Twins in their half of the 4th, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Kurt Suzuki. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Hit hard to short. Galvis has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Carlos Perez heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Catcher, Carlos Perez.
Gibson steps into his windup. Here comes the first pitch. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Tap foul at home plate. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Santana is in pursuit. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's one away.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it and running it down.
Into the box, Freddie Galvis. Into the seats, 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. On the ground to the left side. Scooped up on the backhand. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
Well, this would have taken a superhuman effort right here, deep in the hole. You see, he doesn't have time to plant himself, so he just leaps into the air, fires it across the diamond. Just a great effort, but this was always going to be a base hit.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Cesar Hernandez stands in as he looks at ball one here. Runner at first here with 1 away in a 2-2 ball game. He pulls this one into right. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. And the throw will go to second as they get the force out. Odubel Herrera will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal at all.
The 1-0 delivery. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Man at first with 2 out in a 2-2 ball game. Hard hit ball to second. Played on the backhand. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. So it's Danny Santana comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
That's inside. 2-0.
Two really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Looks at a fastball inside, so he's in the driver's seat, 3-1.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Eduardo Escobar will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. He's set. Here it comes. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Nobody out, runner on first. One 1-0 pitch on the way. He's running towards second. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Line to the right side. Rocha is there, 1 away.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Not in time. He's in there at second. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Check swing and a pop-up out toward the mound. Velasquez with a little do-it-yourself play, and there are 2 down. Oswaldo Arcia will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll...
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Minnesota. Through 5. All even at 2-2. Jimmy Rocha will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. Gibson looks in, coming at him with the 0-1. Lifted in the air out to center field. Santana giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Well, he's allowed just 2 runs to this point. Both of them coming on solo homers. Things could be much different now if those had come with guys on base, but as it is, this has been a pretty good outing.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. To short, hit hard. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here, now 2 away.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Evan Gattis is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. It's a solo home run for Evan Gattis. Number 25 for him on the year as the Phillies move out in front 3-2.
Well, no doubt that's a mistaken location right there. At the plate, his eyes were probably lighting up watching that one come in.
Now some action out in the Minnesota pen as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Into the box now, Pete Reyna, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Backhanded. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error. Brett Oberholzer will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th. Brian Dozier will stand in now to lead things off in the Minnesota 6th. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
And now at the plate, here's where you got to put yourself in the pitcher's head and figure out, what would I throw on a 2-2 pitch?
Outside and a full count, 3-2. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
And as we showed you a moment ago, this guy enters play with an ERA right around 2.5. So he's been a big part of this bullpen, and he gets the first guy he faces right here.
Joe Mauer comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Right side. Hernandez is right there. Throw to first is in time as Mauer becomes out number 2.
Third baseman, number 24.
Trevor Plouffe will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. And a high strike there, 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
That's a two-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter.
A drive that's got a chance. And that ball is gone to tie it. These guys don't want to go away. This game is all knotted up. A solo shot here to left. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And the Twins have come back to tie it at 3-3. In now, Dale Swan. A shot down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the Twins do come back to level things out thanks to this solo home run. The 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up to start the 7th. We're tied now with 3 apiece. Maikel Franco will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. Gibson's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Franco.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the 2nd inning.
0-2. Here it comes. Hit hard up the middle. And that'll get through into center. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base now to lead off the inning.
Wow. You've got the guy in the hole, 0-2. He's forced to protect the outer edges, but he doesn't have to worry about protecting against a pitch like this. Look where it is. That's a big mistake in location there, leading off an inning.
First offering on its way. Carlos Perez is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. The 0-1 on its way. Now the 0-1 is swung on and lifted out to straightaway center field. Santana is right there, one down.
Well, he's 0 for 3 now in the ball game, and I think I can tell you why. If you're not a power hitter, you need to hit down on the ball. Try and drive things. This guy doesn't have enough muscle to hit home runs consistently, so he's wind up as routine flyouts.
Digging in the switch hitter, Freddie Galvis, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Decent numbers, but nothing amazing from the left side of the plate so far this season.
First pitch on its way. Belted high and deep into right center. Santana racing back. Gone! A two-run shot that gives them the lead. So it's a two-run shot to right center. Home run number 15 for him thus far. And it's now 5-3.
And this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
Fernando Abad will come on and pitch here with one gone in the top of the seventh.
Fernando Abad.
Standing in now, Cesar Hernandez. As he'll take a look at ball one. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And he falls behind now, 2-0. Grounded to short. Escobar from the outfield grass. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Boy, and on 2-0, if that pitch isn't right where you want it, you got to let it go. You still have the count in your favor at 2-1. Here he goes after a pitch that, although it was a strike, that's a pitcher's strike. That's not the pitch you want to hit. And all he can do is hit an easy grounder.
Called strike on the knuckle curve, and he's ahead in the count, 0-1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And the first baseman can't get there. 2 out, nobody on. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. Back with more on our Wednesday night showcase right after this. Craig Gentry will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Now playing center field.
Kurt Suzuki will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Left side. And he's retired, 1 away. Danny Santana stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Late square, and this is popped up. And he'll reach first safely. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Certainly in this streak, he's had a lot of those opportunities come late in ball games, but he extends it again with another clutch base hit.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Squared that one up just a little late. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Runner at first here, one man out. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Oh, that's what you call getting in tight with the fastball.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Runners on the move for second. Smoke toward the hole. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
Boy, if you want to draw up what a perfect hit and run looks like, use a tape of this at-bat right here. With a right-handed hitter up there, the second baseman's forced to go cover second. And this ball is just slapped right into the big hole that he just vacated. That's absolutely textbook right there.
Galvis backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Oswaldo Arcia gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7. Fastball in there for a called strike. And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now.
You're running out of chances here. It's the 7th inning. You can't let this rally go to waste.
He struck him out. In and out of trouble as the inning is over. Twin strand a pair. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Leading off the inning, Jimmy Rocha, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Josh Cruz is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Josh Cruz.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike. This is in the air out to straightaway center. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
Next for Philadelphia.
Still anyone's ball game. 5-3 is our score as we take a look now at the starter comparison to see how these two guys fared in the matchup. Hanley Ramirez strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Knuckle curve down below the knees. 1-0. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. To 2-2 now. One out, nobody on. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
Evan Gattis will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. And that's taken for strike 1. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, and he misses it. And the recovery is too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
And the key to this is that he's running hard out of the batter's box all the way. You know, with some guys, it's not always the case, but he is really busting it down the line, and he's going to get rewarded with the infield hit.
Pete Reyna gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Mauer will have room there as he puts it away in front of the dugout for out number 2.
You certainly love a one-pitch pop-out in that spot. That's like a get-out-of-jail-free card.
Franco.
Maikel Franco ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one.
And this is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from you, so you got to suck it up.
Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Santana ranging back. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Phillies leave a couple. Josh Cruz will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Number 5.
Leading off the inning, Brian Dozier, and they'll need him to get something going here. Greg Holland will come on awfully early here as they'll ask him to pitch 2 full innings to save this one. Brian Dozier is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
And here's where you don't need to be an RBI guy. You don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
And here's that sequence once again right here on Show Track. Now, normally this is a guy that you might want to nibble with, but he was all business here in this at-bat. Each one of these pitches finds the strike zone, and they're able to set him down quickly to lead off the inning.
In the air now out to right field. Cruz on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, third baseman.
Trevor Plouffe will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. That's wide, 2-0.
Well, he's looking like he's a little too amped up out there. He's got to channel that a little more because that pitch wasn't that close.
That's on the outside corner, count 2-2.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Twins are back now in the Twin Cities for what remains of this production of Baseball on the Show. Brandon Kinsler will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Striding in to start the 9th, Carlos Perez, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Hard liner toward short. Well, this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, and late in a close game like this, that would have been a good leadoff base runner to have. And he definitely hits this ball hard. It's just pretty much right at the glove.
Freddie Galvis will stand in again, and we'll take you back to the 7th inning. This was a 2-run home run, and it was one of the key blows in the ball game thus far. In tied at 93, ball 1. Just missing here, 2-0.
And I think with no one on base, you know, this is a guy you need to come after. I certainly wouldn't be afraid to give him a fastball here.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Two-1, here it is. There's the cold strike he was looking for. 2-2 now. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, second base.
Cesar Hernandez
Cesar.
strides in, grounded out his last time through. Andres Blanco will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Blanco.
Hit out towards second. Dozier fields it cleanly. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Phillies down in order, and it remains 5-3. Cameron Rupp will stay in the ball game, as he'll likely do the catching from here out. Andres Blanco will stay in the ball game now as he comes on to play second here. Dale Swan is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. On the ground to the right side. Blanco takes it in and taking it out there for the first out.
And up by 2 here in the 9th, he needed to make sure he could keep that leadoff man off base so they don't get the tying run to the plate. That's a huge first out.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. Holland's ready. Here's the 0-2. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Galvis is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
Center fielder.
Danny Santana makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
Well, he had to work 2 full innings to get it done, so he might be a little more sore than usual tomorrow, but he's going to take it as he finishes this thing off and earns the save.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. Looking first at the NL East, the Philadelphia